This video is specifically for Black businesses, um, and specifically Black businesses that um, have a target audience within the millennial space. So, targeting Black or Hispanic millennials primarily. Um, I have spent years. My name is Shalom, and my background is in marketing and distribution. I have over 10 years of marketing and distribution experience. And over the last 2 to 3 years, what I have done is focus specifically on understanding Black millennials in the diaspora. I spent a couple years in the United States doing that and focused on the diasporas and millennials in the United States. And I have interacted with a lot of you, with some of the brands that I am speaking to right now. We've had discussions, we've had meetings, and I've made an attempt to really show the value and worth of Black millennials today and why they need to be focused on in a very unique way, and how to strategically get their attention and get them to buy or consume some of your products or services. Um, and so some of what I'll be discussing comes from that perspective. It comes from some of my research, the data that we've collected, and hopefully it's insightful and helpful to you. Again, my name is Shalom. I am born and raised in northern Nigeria, moved to the United States as a teen, and ever since my move, I have been adjusting to what it means to be Black in America, and I have spent a lot of time working in marketing and created our own agency called DNA Creative Labs, whom some of you are either clients of or we've had some discussions about your marketing. So what specifically is it about Black millennials that you should be focused on? Well, we've coined this term multicultural millennial marketing, right? That's what we believe we do and we focus on. That's what we're great at. I have a belief that if you're not paying attention to Black millennials, you will be out of business within the next 3 to 5 years, right? Now, the question is, how do you target these millennials? A lot of you are, either well-established brands and have been in business for a long period of time. You've seen different stages and different seasons of marketing and what you focused on and how you've done business. But this is a new age. This is a new era. And unless you adapt to those, then you are going to be left behind and you're going to be extinct. And that's the message I've been trying to relay to most of you, is that unless you understand millennials and what they want and how they want to be communicated to today, then you're doing your marketing all wrong. You're still doing the same old things that worked for you in the past and think they will work for you in the future. And that's not true. We've proven this over and over again. I've had some meetings where, some of you would rather pay iHeartMedia for blanket marketing than rather have some super targeted and straight to the point marketing, which saves you a lot of, ad waste. You get more bang for your buck. Your return on investment is much higher because you're speaking directly to who your exact consumer is, your target audience is. So, for Black brands, or if you're targeting Black audiences, Black millennials specifically, you need to understand that you need to integrate both your digital and experiential marketing. Some of you are doing digital marketing. Some people are still doing print. That's still very important. But where I see a lack of focus is in the experiential side. The experiential being just the experiences that these people or your target audience, your future consumer, has with your brand. If you're not creating memorable experiences for those people, then your brand will be forgotten. On the other end, if you create a great experience, they will never forget you, and that's how you build lifelong loyal customers and loyalty. Building a community around your brand is important, especially for millennials. They're a lot more conscious of what they're buying and using their dollars for. They are a category that you have to pay attention to, seeing their growth potential within the next 20 to 30 years. And even today, they spend a lot of money. So for the companies I'm speaking to, black brands, the ones that I have reached out to and would like to work with, in a lot of ways, we chose you because we understand who you're trying to go after. And we've curated an entire campaign for 2019 where each campaign compounds on the other, right? And we give you at the end of the year a media value report where you can compare and look at quantitatively, where your dollars were spent. For us, we specifically are focused on the digital and experiential side. So we've curated a lot of experiences for 2019 where Black millennials in attendance will be interacting with your brand and have a good experience, which again creates that loyalty for them. And so these experiences are compounding, meaning each pop-up or each event will build upon the other. And through that, you get data. You have the ability to retarget to that consumer again. These are people that have specifically already showed interest in your brand. Okay? These aren't people that have no interest at all or are cold. So we've done a lot of legwork to prove and come out with valuable data that is useful to you and reduces your ad waste, right? So in our 2019 campaigns, we're doing full campaigns for the whole year that start in Southern California and actually end up on the African continent. So this is a global campaign with different distribution channels where your brand will have a lot of exposure both in the digital space and in interaction with people. So if you'd like to discuss more about those, you can always email me, Shalom at dnacreativelabs.com. And again, I'd love to have more of these discussions with Black brands specifically, or brands that specifically are looking for the target audience of Black millennials within the ages of 21 to 34. And we've spent a couple of years to build this and put this together. And we're talking about a full year's worth of experiences for potential customers to interact with your brand. So if you're a brand in the, let's say health and beauty space, which there are a lot of, in the health and beauty space, and in the banking space or in the, entertainment space, there's ways that millennials like to interact with your product or your service. And there are ways that we've come up with and constructed over the course of a couple of years to know and test that these are effective ways to reach the consumers you're trying to reach. So again, contact us if you'd like to be a part of the 2019 campaigns. If you'd like to have further discussion, you can email me, shalom at dnacreativelabs.com. And I look forward to hearing from you.